K-Pop Demon Hunters is trending everywhere on social media, from gushing fan reviews to covers of the instant earworms in every imaginable language. It's an undeniable smash for Sony Animation and king of streaming Netflix. But K-Pop Demon Hunters' wildfire-esque spread goes beyond that. Multiple songs from the movie's soundtrack are dominating on Spotify, including the #1 US daily chart toppers, Golden and Your Idol, marking the first time a female K-pop group can claim the honor. Fan-curated playlists on YouTube are scoring tens of millions of views and counting. Sequel greenlight talk came less than 2 weeks after the movie launched with less marketing than a straight-to-video Hellraiser sequel. People worldwide are calling K-Pop Demon Hunters Movie of the Year. And not Animated Movie of the Year. Movie of the Year. Not just fans, not just K-pop stans, everyone. So what's going on here? Is the world just caught up in a glitter bomb anime fever dream? Or is something else happening? Grab some couch and heat up some ramen. Winterwolf's gonna walk you through it. You fine people saw the headline and were kind enough to check out the video, so I'm gonna get right into the meat and potatoes. The truth about K-Pop Demon Hunters is that it's a typical, albeit well-produced story about a trio of teen girls who protect humanity from the forces of darkness with song and divine weaponry, and defeat a demon king through the power of friendship. Which means that as a 40-something-year-old father living in rural America with no connection to K-pop or Korean culture, I am not their target audience. And the reason Disney should be afraid is because I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, totally and completely enjoyed it. And after reading several hundred comments from other viewers coming from similar backgrounds, it hit me. Disney is boned. Well and truly boned. Here's why. A lot of fathers and guys in general in those comments all said versions of the same thing. I know it's not for me, but I enjoyed watching it with my kids. I'm not a K-pop fan, but some of those songs and vocals hit hard. I really wish Disney would get back to things like this so I could take my kids to a movie. I was really surprised by how much I got into the story. All of those things are incredibly powerful statements that reveal two very important things. Number one, men are starved for things to share with their kids. And number two, men still recognize good storytelling regardless of genre. What these guys might not have connected is the best parts of K-Pop Demon Hunters are things we've always had in media targeted traditionally towards guys. Things that have largely been stolen from boys' media over the past decade. Things like courage, loyalty, sacrifice, brotherhood. I get where these guys are coming from. Like I said, I'm not a K-pop fan or an anime fan. I can't tell a Full Metal Physicist from an Attack on Evangelion Ball Zero. They don't, and thankfully, make Sailor Moon cosplay costumes in my size. But I do know storytelling. I was born in storytelling, molded by it. You merely adopted story structure. I didn't see shallow character arcs until I was already a man. But jokes aside, K-Pop Demon Hunters brings something too many recent Disney offerings just outright fail to deliver. Heart. K-Pop Demon Hunters isn't reinventing any wheels. Genre is full of teen groups and solo heroes chosen by fate, destiny, accident, whatever, and called on to defend the world. Tropes abound in K-Pop Demon Hunters, everything from found family to tortured bad boy with a heart of gold, to the hero with the secret shame. All of those are in play. But as any storyteller knows, there's no new ideas out there. It's all about recombining and reinfusing old ideas, the ones that have stood the test of time, into something fresh, something aspirational, something with backbone and heart, something fun and irreverent but can absolutely bring you to your knees in heartache when the moment calls for it. There's a lot to like in K-Pop Demon Hunter's simple story, but I want to take a look at it from the ground up. Even at a glance, it's impossible to deny K-Pop Demon Hunter's visual appeal. It's brightly colored, well animated, and the characters are aesthetically pleasing to look at. The animation done by Sony is an easy reminder of other fan faves, the Spider-Verse movies, which blend killer, creature, and weapon design with solid fight choreography. I can't remember the last time Disney hit me with something like this start to finish. And that's visuals by themselves. The music is 100% the rocket fuel that's blasting K-Pop Demon Hunters into outer space. I'll say it again, I'm not a K-pop guy. I lean more into classic and 2000s era rock and 90s R&B. But I'd be a liar if I said I haven't caught myself humming Golden or singing Jinu's part of the duet in Free. Now, any song can go earworm. Hell, I'm betting someone out there is still trying to get Celine Dion's Titanic jam out of their head. But what makes the music in K-Pop Demon Hunters special is the heavy lifting each song does in service of the story. There are no throwaway entries. Each one carries a vibe or a scene that pushes not only the story forward, it drives it home. The lyrics themselves, especially in the finale, not only convey what's happened thus far, but evolve through their crescendo to showcase how the girls have changed. A stark difference to the message you often find in current Disney movies that don't feature any growth, and have characters that bitterly complain until they get everything handed to them just because. Upbeat music and cute anime girls are all well and good, but honestly, they're just the easy reasons to point out why Sony is currently taking Disney's animation lunch money. People of all ages are ready for sincere, non-cynical, heartfelt stories to come back. We're ready to see heroes doing hero stuff. Western media has failed us in doing so for too long. I'm looking at you specifically, Ironheart. Disney's MCU would have you believe Ironheart is a hero for reasons. She's rude, abrasive, a criminal, and isn't bothered by the prospect of hurting people to get what she wants. Never forget, when push came to shove, Riri Williams shook hands with her devil. K-Pop Demon Hunter's Rumi cut hers in half. K-Pop Demon Hunter showcases the opposite of Western media's failure. The girls of Huntrix go out of their way to be kind to people, to protect them at all costs. They understand duty and loyalty. They can and do admit when they're wrong. They can admit fear and doubt. But you know what else they do? They overcome. They grow. They find their way back to the light in their darkest moments. In other words, they act like real heroes. And that's the real magic of K-Pop Demon Hunters. It's a story for anyone once you get past some of the exaggerated goofiness of it all. But that levity is refreshing in its own way. A breath of something we forgot. A Captain America in an oversaturated world of anti-heroes. Y'all came here for the truth. You want it? The real truth on why Disney should be afraid? Here it is. I'm not supposed to like this movie. Not on paper, not on theory, not in practice. But I do. And here's the thing. If I like something, it means I'm more likely to introduce it to my kids. And since this type of media is meant for them, chances are they will like it. And guess what that means? You got it. Actual commercial viability, sequels, merch, Spotify purchases, girls dressing up as Mira, Zoe, and Rumi at Comic-Cons, people watching music videos on YouTube on loop, generating ad money while leaving comments on the thing I just realized about Golden on my 800th listen. That's why Disney should be afraid, because they managed to make a fan out of the exact type of person that never even entered into the equation during the design phase, because they didn't have to include me in that design phase. They created something they hoped would resonate with a well-defined target audience. They weren't worried about what would make everyone else happy or represent everyone all at once. That's the thing about timeless storytelling. It's timeless. It speaks to everyone who can listen. Sincerity in storytelling is back.